guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Blown for Good, Scientology Exposed. I am joined today by my lovely wife, Claire.
Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for being here.
It froze on my screen, so hopefully it didn't freeze on your screen. I said this, that it would freeze as soon as we started.
You sure did. You predicted the future.
Yeah, so hopefully we're not freezing up for everybody, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Clara says it's good, so we're gonna go with it being good. I'm gonna switch to the main camera there, and there we go. So even if it is freezing on our end, it looks like it's good for everybody else.
I hope so.
Wow, we've already got 70 people in here, guys. So we're gonna just jam through the comments here. Wait for a few more people to show up.
Especially since we're getting input that we are frozen. So we're
okay.
Good. Froze. Yep.
Oh yeah, we're frozen, but the comments come up, so you can keep reading those.
Awesome. Share. Hello from the Netherlands. Nice. Thank you for being here. Clara, hey everyone. Looking forward to an amazing live stream today. Thanks for being here, Clara. We always appreciate you. Bach Buddy, hello from Minnesota.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something here. Hey guys.
That's the backstage cam. There you go. We're unfrozen now, I think. Okay, Cher, hello from the Netherlands again. Tracy, howdy from Wyoming. Good to see you. Wild Family, hello from Hemet, California.
Belly of the beast.
Oh my goodness, a town we know all too well. Christina, a heartfelt hello from Germany. Nice. Sherry, hello all from Minnesota. Awesome. Rose Waterhouse, hi from the Willamette Valley, Oregon.
Willamette.
Mary Kay London, happy Sunday from Albuquerque, home of the International Balloon Fiesta. Yeah, we've been there many times.
We've done the Balloon Fest, the whole bunch.
Yes, Balloon Fiesta, not Balloon Fest. At Sherry N. Hey, I was born in Minnesota, Grand Marais. Nice.
Okay, there's somebody else.
Oh, Rose says, at least Claire can say it right. Boom! Finally. Hi, Rose. I'm on the other side of the state in Moorhead. Grand Marais is beautiful. Becky, hello from holiday in Greece. Nice. We'll catch up on Replay Crew. Steve, go time. Hello from Louisiana. Yes, go time indeed. Never a dull moment over it.
So many people in here today.
Therese, hi from Indianapolis, Indiana. Todd Johnson, Sammamish, Washington. All right. Christine, hi from Chilliwack. Grace Case, hello from Austin. Nice, I like that name. Hi from Sweden. Awesome. Hello from Arizona. Nice.
Oh, you're missing them.
Yeah, I know. You're going way too fast. Hello from upstate New York. Oh my gosh, Mark is on a roll today, folks. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Sherry Lynn, December. Hello from Tennessee.
I'm afraid to switch over to your camera that it'll freeze. See?
I think we're frozen again.
Yeah, because I switched over to your camera.
Yeah.
Gosh, guys, we had this all good, and I said it would probably freeze on the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hola, Code Monkey. Hola, Thetan Dwellers. Yes, there you go. Good fella. Hi from Copenhagen. All right.
We got a lot. Okay. There you go. There's people from everywhere. We can't read them all.
South
We're going to show them.
Go time. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Hello from Necessary Trouble.
There we go. We got to burn through these.
Bee Invasion from Colorado.
Awesome.
Hello from Florida. Nice.
Okay, let's see if we do this. Okay,
Clara
guys.
says the PTs are messing with us because
they
it's going to be such a good stream.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
That's my BT alarm. When they get near,
I don't know.
I have a little sensor.
We'll have to see if anyone.
And then an alarm goes off once the BT's gone.
Comment if you hear any strange noises. We've got some alien invasion going on here.
Every time somebody mentions BTs, I got to hit them. Okay. We have so much today.
Yes, we do.
We have so much.
We do.
We're going to do a giveaway at the end for Davy Doll. We have the Davy Doll photo contest winners for the first month. A little shaky on the administration of that, but we're still going to do the giveaways.
We'll get there. We'll be better for next month, folks.
And then we have we're not going to feed into an aftermath video today because, for one, the Broncos were playing the game today, and we had to watch that. We beat Philly, so let's ride, go Broncos.
Go Broncos!
But then
We're the most unlikeliest football fans in the world.
Yeah.
But hey,
We got some Broncos stuff in here. Look at this. I did a Broncos 7K back there.
yeah, like 10 years ago.
Okay, but still, I did it.
Yeah,
It's pretty good for a fatty to
we
run
all
a
did.
7K.
Oh my God, stop it with your body shaming already.
Okay. Anyway, so we have a story. We've been talking about this story for years that we're gonna do this because it's a crazy story.
Well, to be fair, it was gonna be in your book too.
It still is in the book too.
Yeah, it still is in your book too.
But we're gonna blow it. We're gonna tell
life has gotten in the way, and we figured, we should just get this out there because it's some crazy stuff.
It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it, guys.
Yep.
Okay, so
it doesn't get much better than this. If you know Mark and his storytelling capacity, this is one that belongs in the archives of Blown for Good Scientology Exposed.
Yeah, and I don't think we've told this story to a lot of people. Even in private, we really haven't told it.
You've told it to some people in private.
But not a lot.
No.
Okay, so let's try something here. I'm going to go to me, and I'm going to go to here. It worked. See?
Yay.
I don't know what happens. It's BTs are...
Hit me up here.
BTs are very, they're very finicky BTs, these BTs. My BTs up until now just like to eat a lot. We got some weird techno BTs in here now. Not a fan of these techno BTs. Oh, did I say BTs?
Yeah. We had a soup cook off.
Oh yeah, we had a soup off. We had a mom off with soups.
Yeah, while watching the Broncos game. It was pretty epic.
Do we know who won? Did they read the results? Who won the soups?
Yes, our neighbor won.
Well, of course our neighbor won. It was all our neighbors that were doing the soups.
The hostess won.
What was the soup that won?
It was Zuppa Toscano. Yeah.
How did yours do?
It did pretty good. It was a runner-up.
Okay.
I know.
It was good though.
It was good.
Do we have any leftovers?
Of course we do.
Good job. Good job, babe.
I made a chicken pot pie soup, which was the bomb.
Creamy chicken pot pie.
Creamy chicken pot pie.
Okay, can we read this now?
Yes, we can do this.
Amazing. Okay. So moving out in Scientology. Okay, so this is going to give a little bit of backstory too, though.
Yes,
okay,
it is.
So you're going to do most of the reading. I do have my reading glasses on, but let's not push me too much.
So Claire's escape, my escape. On January 24th, 2005, I escaped from Scientology. Upon departing, I reached out to Kirsten. This is Kirsten Catano.
Yes.
Who's now Kirsten, what, 6.0 or 7.0?
No. She works at OSA, and she's the one who deals with people that have escaped or are trying to escape.
Yeah.
And then if they have escaped, she's basically the person that at Office of Special Affairs in Scientology
that monitors those said people like us. So she's responsible for getting private investigators to track them down if they go astray, or also putting them into positions where they're closely monitored, like getting them a job in a Scientology company, all those things to very closely monitor and keep control of anyone to prevent them from speaking out. That's her role.
Yes.
Right?
So you were emailing with her.
Yeah. To set the backdrop, so January 24th is the day that I escaped, and I knew when I escaped that Mark was about to be declared a suppressive person, and so I essentially, that was kind of part of my logic was, well, I should get to you before you're declared. I mean, it doesn't make much sense in retrospect, but I was like, well, if he's not declared, then I'm justified in going to reunite with my husband, right? It doesn't make sense. But either way, that was my mindset at the time, embarrassingly enough. So when I made it to you, and then I still was holding out hope that we might be able to maintain relations with our family,
because we had not been told that we were declared suppressives.
That's right.
And we had been given an order. When you are declared a suppressive person, they send you a piece of paper that says it says suppressive person declare, and then it has your name. So you know that you've been declared a suppressive person. So we didn't get that. We weren't told that.
And that piece of paper also means that now it would be you're not allowed to reach out to your family, or that would be a further
They
violation.
would get in trouble if they reached out to us.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I reached out to Kirsten a few days after arriving and reuniting with you in Kansas City.
Yes.
And I said, hey, we're here. What do we do? Like, what's our next steps? We prefer to stay in contact with our family. I mean, duh, right?
Sure. If we can.
If we can.
It's a very, very slim chance
Yeah,
that they will allow
you
that.
were always a negative Nancy.
And
on
also,
that.
I wasn't corresponding with any of these people. I just ignored their calls, their emails. I think I might even have blocked them. But Claire, because she was playing nice, she was conversing back and forth with email to a whole bunch of different people.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
can I do the next slide?
So hold on. Greg Wilhair. So I emailed Kirsten Catano and Greg Wilhair, who was
In RTC.
second in command to David Miscavige. He was his right-hand man at the time. He is the one that responded to my email to Kirsten Catano. Greg Wilhair responds to let me know that we need to route out to avoid being declared. This is key. So here's the email. Okay. So hold on. To be fair, my email is completely cringy on the language. And so therefore, Clara has very kindly provided a glossary of terms.
We're going to be here forever if the emails have glossaries, babe.
Yeah, I know. So I said, Dear Kirsten, this is Claire. I love how I didn't even include my last name. Like
she knows which Claire it is. Out of all the Claires that blew that month.
There were many Claires.
There wasn't a lot of Claires.
In fact, there might not have been any Claire. Okay, hold on. This is too small for me. I wanted to get in comm with you.
That means in communication.
Yeah. And find out what Mark and I need to do to get going on handling our current situation. When I saw GW, Greg Wilhair, in Vegas, i.e., when he intercepted me in the bus station, he told me I would be declared if I got on the bus. Newsflash, I got on the bus.
Yep.
Anyway, whatever. All the rest I'm not even going to read through. Greg Wilhair responds and says, Dear Claire, it's on hold. And mind you, this is February 1st, 2005. Okay? Which is key to understand.
It's on hold. Listen and remember, this is in February 1st, it says, yes. 2005. Yes. It's on hold.
Meanwhile...
No. Just keep reading because it's a good payoff when we get it. And it's only going to happen at the end.
Okay.
So keep going.
You want to route out? That is how you avoid it. Best Greg W.
Okay.
All right. Disconnection. Claire also reaches out to her loved ones. Being declared an SP, suppressive person, means that loved ones who are still in Scientology have to disconnect, cease all communications. Attached are emails between Claire and her mom, Jen. And there's a picture of me on our wedding day with my mother, Jen Witt, a.k.a. Margaret Mary Geraldine O'Sullivan Nee Witt. Hi, Claire. Got it. Thank you. And this is my last message. Love you also very much. Kirsty, who's my half-sister, Kirsty called for advice because she received your email. Of course, she has been instructed that she cannot communicate with you. Okay, remember, just for context, Scientology says there is no such thing as disconnection. What does this tell you, folks?
And also, people make their own decision. They're not told to disconnect or not to disconnect.
That's right.
This clearly goes against that, and it says your half-sister got an email from you, and she knows she can't talk to you.
Of course, she has been instructed that she cannot communicate with you. Hugh, my stepfather, said I should let Chantal Mooney from the PAC base in Los Angeles, who at the time was an executive there in the Commodore's Messenger org, also born into Scientology. So Chantal, if you ever want to get out, please do. Chantal. So Hugh said I should let Chantal know, which I did.
Hugh is your stepdad, by the way.
Hugh is my stepdad. I said that.
Okay.
Hugh said I should let Chantal know, which I did. And Kirsty, my sister, will need to forward your message to Chantal without reading it.
Yeah,
that's Chantal's instructions.
That's sending it to the church employee instead of her reading it and responding. It has to go to the church.
Right. And to be clear, I never said anything bad. Kirsten had left me, had sent me a message saying she needed advice about something. It was like about her boyfriend or something mundane. And I was trying to be there for my sister. happened to be bad timing since I was escaping from a life of imprisonment after 30 years right at the same time. So bad timing. I got a message also from Mark's dad. Thanks. Love you again. Jen, my mother.
Okay.
And then this is the last email I ever received from her, which was January 31st, 2005. She says, love you too, darling. And I know I said the last message was the last, but I want to make sure you understand it will be known that you are with your Bernie. We just blocked it out just for whatever. Because of your email address, because my email was linked to his domain address at the time. Didn't think to spell it out. I figured you would have thought of that. No, Mom, I've been in prison in the Sea Organization for 15 years. I don't know anything about the external operations they run on people. Clearly, she does.
Was your email claire@burnster.net?
Yes.
My dad's name was Bernie, and he had his own domain that was burnster.net.
Yeah. So she said, didn't think to spell it out.
Well, because he could just set up a free email for you.
Right. I figured you would have thought of that, but perhaps not. So just making sure. She's literally paranoid. I mean, you can read that.
Like we were trying to hide, and we outed ourselves. They knew where we were. It was there was no, and we also, to be fair, at this point, because they hadn't come out to get me, and now that you were there and they hadn't come to get you, we were like, we're in the clear. They ain't coming out here to try and get us.
So, and this is exactly 1 week after I'd escaped.
Yeah.
Because I escaped January 24th, Monday, January 24th, and this is Monday, January 31st.
Yeah.
Also, Kirsty, my half-sister, did not understand. After she had forwarded the message, I told her she needed to delete it and not read it. She protested and said it was her message, and couldn't she keep it until you had handled things? This just makes me really sad.
Yeah. How old was she at this time? She was probably like 17 or 18 at this point.
So I was 30. So she was about to turn 20. She was in college.
20.
And I had, anyway.
Okay, keep going. It's a bummer.
She didn't understand. But definitely best no communication with her, honey. You know that. She knows you love her. You know she loves you. You know what you have to do. Love you lots again, Mama.
Okay. Shitty.
Yeah.
They don't do disconnection, though. According to them, they don't do disconnection.
It's
not a thing.
It gets my blood pressure.
Okay, I'm going to read this. I'm going to
like,
read this.
What do the words say to you folks?
Moving in April. Okay, yeah. So now we've been gone since January, since I was gone on the 4th.
And I escaped on January 24th. So
yeah.
Mine was 20 days after you.
Yeah.
And so realize that we left with absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we love you. This is it. No, necessary trouble. These emails are insane. We love you so much, but we're never going to talk to you again.
I know. Love you, Mama.
Love you. Lots of love. Love you again was the first one. And then love you lots, I think, was the second one. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at all the love.
Oh my God.
Love you again, Jen. And then love you lots again.
Love you too,
Mama.
darling.
And she says Mama.
I know, which she never
so these are
anything.
being... Yeah. These emails are being crafted by OSA, the Office of Special Affairs, Scientology Dirty Tricks Department, the ones who perpetrated the largest infiltration in the United States government in its history. And they are trying to manufacture these emails so that they'll make us want to come back and route out.
Yeah.
Now, the significance of routing out is that when you go back, when they do get you back, because now they're like, you're done, we're out, but you have to route out properly. You have to do a routing form that takes you to all these people.
AKA sign all of our documents.
Sign all our NDAs, sign all our agreements. Yes. We're going to give you $500.
Get interrogated.
Yeah, no, but also we're going to basically make the contracts legal now because we're going to exchange cash for these. And then that way in court or anything comes up later, you have no say-so. But the other thing they're going to do is when you go back, they're going to get you to do interrogations and they're going to make you confess things. And then if you do say something in the future, then they'll use the things that you confess, that you're confessing so that you can get out
and
not be under their thumb anymore. They're going to use those things to blacklist you, or even if they don't find anything, they're just going to make something up that is along something that they're going to embellish something that was nothing to try to make it into something to then blacklist you if you do speak out against Scientology. And also, for the record, neither one of us had said anything to anybody.
No.
We were just trying to live our lives and do our thing. We weren't coming after them.
You even had the opportunity to file a police report,
and I didn't,
with Riverside County Sheriff.
Because I was
you didn't. No.
Stupido.
No. Hold on. But also, you knew that I was still there.
That's true. I couldn't do that because then that would burn me trying to get you out.
Because you knew that would then put me on even deeper lockdown than I already was. So that's part of it.
Okay, so now you guys are caught up, and now, so through all of February and March, we're like, hey, you have our stuff, our clothes and our personal
15
photos.
years worth of belongings. Our wedding video, all of our clothing. They had my motorcycle.
They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out what we had.
Yeah.
Okay. So they had all our personal belongings, and we're like, we want our stuff. Now, as a backstory to this, when Ron Miscavige Jr.
Ronnie
Miscavige Jr. and
Biddy
escaped well before Ron Miscavige Sr. escaped.
Yeah.
Many years before that.
I think it was 2001 or 2002.
Yes.
They didn't actually escape. They just locked themselves in their bedroom and said, "We're out of here.
That's right.
Let us go."
But they did end up leaving.
They did.
They basically said, "We're not staying here. You can't control us, and if you do anything to us, bad things are going to happen." Mm-hmm. So they let them go. If you know you can leave, you can leave. But if you don't know you can leave, you think they're holding you there, and you can't get out.
And I just have to say that a significant part of their leverage in that moment was their last name both being Miscavige. Like, you and I could have tried that and it wouldn't have worked.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so regardless, when they left, they said, "Hey, you need to send us all our stuff."
Yeah.
Now, they had a whole bunch of stuff as well in their little one-bedroom apartment or wherever they lived.
Yep.
And when they got their stuff, there were a ton of things missing.
Including a gold coin collection.
Now, what had happened was when they moved, they just emptied their rooms into a shipping container and they put it back behind these apartment buildings in Hemet.
Yep.
And some meddling kids, had broken the shipping container lock and gone in it and basically pilfered the container before it got sent to Ronnie and Biddy. And so it just happened that these meddling kids found a gold coin collection. And I think they ended up having to give Ronnie and Biddy a whole bunch of money, basically, to replace the things that were lost.
Yep.
And it was a huge flap.
Yes.
Okay, so this had happened years prior. Okay, so now...
Is flap even a real word, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, moving in April 2000. So now this keeps going on, and they keep saying they're packing our stuff. So in February, we're like, "Hey, we need our stuff." They're like, "Yeah, it's being packed up.
Yep.
You can come get it."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, good. Well, I'll just drive there." They're like, No, you can't drive here.
And even initially, I said, "Hey, I'll just come to where we lived, and I will pack up our stuff."
Yeah.
Because of course I'm like, I know where we lived. Like, you can just keep people away. Like, I'm not like a leper.
Either way, we offered
to say,
drive a moving truck. We just go to Riverside, rent a U-Haul, which I had just done a few months earlier. Rent a U-Haul and just go there and pick up our stuff. And they said, "No way. You cannot come to the property. You cannot go to your house. You are not allowed to come here. That's not going to happen."
Yep.
But then we said, "Okay, so what do you want to do?" They said, "You rent a truck in Riverside."
No.
We'll rent a truck in Riverside.
No, in LA. We rented it in LA.
Oh, really?
And they went and picked it up from LA because they didn't want it to have any association even with Riverside County.
Anyway, so we rented a rental truck for them. We rented it.
Yes.
They picked it up and then filled it up.
Yes.
But so we kept saying, "Okay, when do you want us to rent this?" I said, "We'll let you know. We're packing up your stuff." Okay, February goes by. March goes by. Also, in the middle of this, now this is crazy stuff, and it does tie in. It's weird. Greg Wilhair just also happened to be the person that was in charge of the Tom Cruise girlfriend project.
Yep.
And he was the one who picked Nazanin Bonatti to be Tom Cruise's girlfriend. And he was the one trying to workshop and make the magic happen with Tom and Naz.
Yep.
And that failed miserably. And basically, David Miscavige didn't like Naz, and they filed her teeth down. And there's a whole Vanity Fair article about all this.
Yeah, so go back for a second, because the email from Greg Wilhair, this one, which was
It's
on
February
1st.
Yes.
And so I answered that.
Yeah.
I answered that email, which I don't have a copy of my answer, but whatever. And I said, okay, we'll think about coming back to do your steps. Embarrassingly, I know Mark was.
Claire was like, they said we can come back. I'm like, are you kidding me? I ain't ever going back to that place in a million years.
I would have, there's pretty much nothing I wouldn't have done in that moment to try to maintain connection with my family. I love my family. I still do. Hate videos, whatever, all of it. I love my family. And so I was really desperate to try and figure out a way to maintain connection with them. But to Mark's point, February 1st was that email from Greg Wilhair. I responded to that, and it was crickets.
Yeah.
We
So
never heard.
So basically,
he got busted and was put on heavy manual labor.
and we know this. We know this from people that were there when all this were happening. They were like, "Oh, Greg Wilhair was digging ditches over at the birthing buildings, and he never saw the light of day until the Katie Holmes thing started going good, and then they let him come back up to the living."
Yep.
Okay. So we move. We're in Kansas City. We're finally able to begin the process of retrieving our belongings from Scientology and bringing them back to Kansas City. Okay, now, in addition to all that stuff we still had a dog there as well. We had a Dalmatian. His name was Jupiter.
Yeah.
And he was living in our backyard. And I found out from L. Ron Hubbard's granddaughter, who was still there, that she was sneaking down there and trying to feed him whenever she could, but they wouldn't let her go down to feed him. If she went down for something for somebody else who lived in RTC where we lived, then she would get him some food and she would feed him. But otherwise, they weren't feeding him, and they weren't keeping track of him. He was just locked up behind the house.
Yeah.
And so Roanne was the one who was feeding him as much as she could for that 3-month period. Okay, and that's Jupiter there with the red collar on there. That's our dog Jupiter. Scientology put Jupiter in lockup after Claire's escape.
When we escaped,
back to Jupiter was dirty and
suppressive.
Yeah, Jupiter was a suppressive dog.
Yeah, he was.
You say that would be crazy, but that's Scientology, and it is a real thing. Dogs can be SPs. Okay, so we get a truck, and we rent it. So now they finally say, you can come.
Yeah.
We've got your stuff. And now from February 1st all the way to this date in April, they were packing up our stuff.
That's right.
And we had one room. It was like the craziest thing in the world. There's a closet, there's some knickknacks, and there's the bathroom, and then whatever we had shoved into cabinets and whatever. Just all of the things we had accumulated in our entire lives were in that one room.
Yes.
Okay. And then Claire had a motorcycle
Yep.
that she used to drive around the property in for her post, for her job, and that was still there as well. It was a Yamaha TW200.
TW, yeah.
What year was that, by the way?
That one was
It was a late model. It was a good bike.
it was like 1998.
Yeah, it's like a 98. It's nice colors too. Nice
It
color
was
scheme.
blue and white, right?
I like that one. It was
Yeah, it was
sexy.
a good one.
Okay. So now I rent the truck. They go pick it up. I don't remember LA. Oh no, I met them at the Riverside.
Hold on. Just to set the context, like we had just gotten out. We had absolutely nothing.
That's true.
We had jobs, but we were barely we were just getting back on our feet.
That's right. So that's true. That's a good point to mention. We lived with my dad for just a few weeks, and then we got a 2-bedroom apartment.
Only because he co-signed. Because we had no credit.
But also, the wife that he was with at the time, just a couple sandwiches short of a picnic. This one. So they would get into it. They would mix it up a lot. So even to us, we were in a bubble. We knew this may not be the best relationship.
Not the most healthy.
So when we got an apartment, we got a 2-bedroom apartment so that he could have a room there if he needed a crash pad or somewhere to get a safe haven from. His wife was very physical with him, and he wasn't a big guy.
No.
And
that was only fair since the only way we got the apartment was
because he co-signed
on the apartment.
Trying to throw him a bone. Yeah. Okay. So we only had the bare necessities. I think we went to, I want to say it was like Salvation Army or Goodwill or something like that. Yeah. We got some furniture.
Yep.
And I think we might have gotten some stuff off Craigslist at the time or whatever. We scrounged together a bed. And
there was not Craigslist at the time. We would just go in the newspaper and on the
like the classifieds.
Yeah, the classifieds, exactly. We got a couch on the classifieds.
And we would borrow my dad's vehicle to go pick stuff up. And we didn't even have a vehicle. We just had an apartment.
Yeah.
And I was fixing computers from home.
And I was a waitress at a pizza
And you were a waitress
restaurant.
just a couple blocks down the road.
Yep.
Pizza shop. Shout out.
Pizza shop, Lee Summit, Missouri.
Okay.
And the reason I chose that job is because, first of all, it was way better than Arby's. And second of all,
that's true.
I could walk there if I had to because we did not have a car.
Yeah, and it was literally 2 blocks away.
Yes.
Okay. When we were from my dad's house.
Correct.
Okay. It ended up being the furthest possible job from the apartment that we got in that town.
Yeah. No,
but either way, we were good. It was fine.
Another day.
Take what you can get. She's got a job. I got a job. I mean, I was basically making $50 an hour fixing computers.
I was making really good money on tips.
Yeah, we were slaying.
I still remember the time that I went to serve the people pizza and they paid their bill. And it was like, maybe a $40 bill.
Yeah.
And they gave $100 to pay it. And I was like, well, here's your change. And they're like, well, that's your tip. And I'm like, oh, you sure? And they're like, well, if you don't want it, we'll take it back. And I'm like, no, I'm just making sure, just being honest. Like,
yeah, it's pretty good on a $40 meal tab, getting a $60 tip.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sure.
Claire was slaying it. I was slaying it. We were sleeping every night.
Yes.
We were watching 3 or 4 Netflix DVDs a night.
We were working out. We were swimming in the pool.
Yeah, we were going like, swimming every night. It was basically like,
paradise.
This is so horrible, just like they said it was going to be.
This is paradise. This was absolute paradise.
We were living it up. Okay, but we still wanted our stuff back because all the things we'd ever had were in this place. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I rent the truck. They pick it up. They fill the truck, and then we were going to go on a certain day, and I think they canceled it. It was like, no, you got to come another day, and I was like,
they weren't done yet, so we had to delay it by 2 or 3
and
days.
So I couldn't really book a flight because I thought we'd have to pay to cancel the flight. I don't remember why we didn't end up getting a flight.
We didn't have money to book
But I know,
flight.
but I don't think flights were that much.
It didn't matter.
Okay, so
We were pinching pennies at that point.
Yeah, maybe
in retrospect, we may not have even researched it. We just thought,
that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say we just assumed that it would be more expensive.
Yeah.
If you ever have the choice to take a Southwest or JetBlue, the worst flight in the world, do it and do not get a Greyhound. I got a Greyhound bus ticket. I basically took the route that Claire took to Kansas City. I took back the same way.
And throughout that entire journey, Mark regretted that he made me go on a Greyhound
goodness. I was like, this is a day and a half of terror and torture.
And like a really strange cross-section of humanity.
Well,
right?
Well, yeah, no, I didn't really. It was just sitting and doing like an hour and then a stop and then an hour and then a stop. And then it was just like, it's going to take 70 years to get to Los Angeles. Anyway, so they pack up all our stuff. I get a truck. They pick it up. They pack everything into this truck. Mm-hmm. And then they say, okay, we've got everything. We're going to meet at the Riverside bus station where you're going to arrive.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there waiting in the parking lot with the truck when you get there.
Yes.
And we'll have your dog and your stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
It really, in retrospect, in the moment, it really felt like a little bit of a hostage type situation.
It really was. It was like we were doing a handoff.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, and so fine. So I'm like, whatever. And they are making a big deal out of this. Like, oh, we're going to have this person there and this person. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit who gives me my stuff. Like, you guys are...
I'm so glad it was you that went, not me.
Yeah, I was just like, you guys are lame. Anyway, okay. So there's a speed limit. Okay. So, okay,
Okay.
good. So now I got to go
But
back to this.
yeah, so we can go back to.
Well, no, I can just go to here.
Okay.
Okay, so now, excuse me, I get off the bus, and it's Terrence Une, who's this security guard,
Yep.
and
Who's now out of the Sea organization?
yeah, who's not there anymore.
Terrence, if you decide to speak up, let us know.
Yeah. Aloha, Terrence. I'll just say that.
And Martina, his wife.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Matt Butler,
Matt Butler, who was married to Jenny Butler at the time.
and he's also a security guard, and he's also one of the people when you escape. He's one of the guys that keeps track of the people that are that recovers them.
Mm-hmm.
He's also one of the chief people who goes and gets people.
Yes.
And he's actually a really young kid,
Yeah.
but he's their go-to henchman to deal with people who've escaped.
Yep.
So he's there, and I think it was just those two. It may have been somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it was just those two.
I'm sure there were other people in the background.
I'm happy to say it is getting a little foggier. Some of these things that I just didn't pay any attention to are starting to, they're losing hard drive space for other better memories. So screw you, Matt and Terrence. Not you, Terrence, because you left, but Matt, still screw you. Okay, so then they give me these envelopes and they say, we need you to look through all these documents. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, the first thing in there is our SP declares.
Mm-hmm.
We were declared the day after Claire escaped. That's the dates on this SP declares.
And remember, we talked about
Yeah.
Greg Wilhare's email saying, "Oh, it's on hold." Come to find out, no, it was far from on hold. In fact, my entire family, my stepdad was in Clearwater, Florida, and he was called in there and told that I was a suppressive person the day after I escaped.
Yep.
My mom, my brother, and my two sisters were all called into
And this is
Los Angeles.
before those emails were sent.
Correct.
So
Yes.
this all took place before Greg Wilhare said, it's on hold. That 3 days before we were declared suppressives.
Yes.
And he's saying it's on hold. Her mother is saying, we want to make sure you get things sorted out. And it's already done.
Yep.
All those emails had to be done with OSA in coordination from the family.
Yep.
And because we had already been declared suppressives,
Yep.
they waited and they tried throughout that entire time period when we're like, can we get our stuff? Can we do this? Warren McShane, Greg Wilhare, Kirsten, Gerald
on.
Duncan,
Hold
all
on.
these people were emailing us,
Yeah.
trying to get us to come in and route out and do this. They already declared us the day after.
But there's a key piece of this that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
So before they agreed to give us our stuff back, and when we hadn't heard from Greg Wilhare for like weeks,
Because he was digging ditches, not jumping on emails.
So come to March, and I get a phone call from Warren McShane, who is
The legal finagler in
he's David
RTC.
Miscavige's, second or third in command, who's in charge of all legal and everything else. And he says, okay, listen, Greg wasn't able to get back to you because we now know he was on the heavy manual labor circuit. But
He was on the
we
chain
have
gang.
a plan for you. All that has to happen is you need to come back and do the rehabilitation project for us.
Yes.
This was like, we're like now 2 months into a lease. We've slept. We're watching Netflix every
Yeah.
night.
It's funny
We're
how you're
making
right.
good
We
money.
have I know, but it's funny that we've always been like, we can't leave. We have a lease. Like, we can't break a lease. Forget the part where we don't come back and do your prison camp.
Right.
We have a lease. I love how that's the excuse. Anyway, but that is what I told Claire. I said, tell him we have a lease. Okay. Like, what are we, not only do we not want to do the prison camp, but we also don't want to break this lease
Not only
on
do
this
we not
1
wanna
year,
be-
2-bedroom townhome that we have.
Right. We don't want to be reprogrammed into being soulless, mindless androids.
If we break our lease, this could really screw up our non-existent credit that we have. Anyway,
Our credit has gone from negative 500 to negative 480.
yeah, we don't want to blow the lease. Anyway, so the first thing I see is the declares, and I just go, I laugh. I'm just like, of course, duh. And I look at the date, I'm like, you fuckers. And then the next one is Claire's declare. And I look at that and I'm like, whatever. And the security guards are like, you have to read it. I go, I don't have to fucking read anything. Screw you. That's a bunch of bullshit you guys made up, of course. And they go, Mark, you know you have to read it. And I'm like, no.
And by the way, this was because they had to send a report to David Miscavige
Yeah.
of this meeting, providing what was the reaction, what was the feedback.
Yes.
And it couldn't be, fuck you guys, you're assholes.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. It couldn't be that.
No,
That
that's
was
what
not
I said.
acceptable
Don't worry about
answer.
your language. I was basically like, screw you. You guys made up a bunch of bullshit. I know it's not true. It means nothing to me. I'm not going to get fired from fixing computers because you guys wrote up a bunch of bonehead bullshit in here. Anyway, so then they're like, you know, you have to read it. And I go,
Yes.
and I said, no, that's the best part. I don't have to read it. And so then I'm like, what do I need to sign? Because I knew I had to sign something.
Right.
And they said, you have to sign the inventory. And I go, the inventory? And they go, yeah, you got to sign the inventory. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go look in the truck. So we open up the back of the truck and they give me a sheaf of papers. I'm going to say it's probably 50, 60 pages. The inventory is 50 or 60 pages, single spaced, long, printout, letter size
Don't worry, we'll get to
papers. And it is the inventory of what's in the truck. And I'm like, you guys inventoried every single thing? And they're like, there's not a chapstick bottle in there that's not on the inventory.
There's not a single nickel or a quarter that's not in the inventory.
And I'm like, you guys are insane. Anyway, we go to the back of the truck. They open up the truck and it's banker's boxes. So it looks like I'm moving my office.
Mm-hmm.
It's white banker's boxes, the ones you buy from Office Depot or Costco or whatever. And they're all perfectly brand new white banker's boxes. And they have little numbers on them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And it's
So-
just stacks of banker's boxes and a
Yeah.
motorcycle in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, so hold on, just for giggles, if you've ever moved using banker's boxes, prove us wrong and just drop a comment to let us know that, you know, moving in banker's boxes is totally normal and something that
Oh, no,
everyday
don't
people
worry
do.
about that, babe. You're preempting this story. Okay. Take it easy there, Red Rider.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a motorcycle, there's banker's boxes, and there's a few bins. There's like a TV and there's a few like just loose things, but it's banker's boxes and a motorcycle.
Our illegal TV that we managed to hold on to.
Yeah. Okay. And all of the banker's boxes are numbered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where's the list?
Well, you're the one that uploaded the slides.
I know, but I didn't upload a list.
There
Oh,
it
is this
is.
the list?
Yep.
Okay. Here's the
the-
inventory. Okay. Oh, you're right. So we'll do this.
Well,
We'll
yeah.
do this. We'll do this. We'll do
Okay.
this. Okay.
Because you have to, before you talk about the inventory, you have to talk about the whole.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay. So basically what happens is, and Jupiter's there as well. I will go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Jupiter's in the front seat of the truck.
Yeah.
Now, Jupiter is a white Dalmatian with black spots. And when they delivered him to me, he was a very, very dark,
There.
mangy
There's
brown.
the picture of him.
No, that's not the picture of him. It's a picture
No,
of
this
him,
was
but
a
not at
picture of
this
him
time.
Of how he looked.
Yeah, that's
in-
what he looked like in normal circumstances. He was basically so dark that I didn't even think that he was the same dog at first. He was basically so dirty that he was almost black. He was dirty, dirty, dirty brown and kind of gray from dirt.
Yeah.
Okay, which really pissed me off. And he also smelled, well, he probably hadn't had a bath in 3 months because they wouldn't do that because
Yeah.
they're not an animal people. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. So now we'd
Wait,
had the
and-
dog years before
Yeah.
when we were in the Sea Org because her dog had puppies and then we were able to get one and we weren't supposed to, but then
my
we
mom
did.
gave me one of my dog's puppies
yeah.
illegally.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Either way, we had a dog.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people did. We did.
Mark broke the rules
Yeah.
because
I
he
was
was
like,
a
screw
rebel.
it. I'm going to break the rules and because Claire's in RTC, we're going to get away with it.
No, I was in gold when we
I know,
left
but
it.
you were in RTC when we had that dog when we left. Okay, now I get the dog. I tell them, screw you guys. I sign their inventory. I'm like, whatever. Give me a copy. They give me a copy. I sign their copy. I look at them. They're the same amount of pages. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I've got the stuff. I can't really go through anything because there's literally 60 banker's boxes in the back of a truck. So I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care at this point.
And on top of that, you're in Riverside County, California, planning to drive back
To Kansas City. Yeah.
to Kansas City.
Yeah, I got to
So
get back.
you don't have a lot of time.
No, I've
Yeah.
been on a bus for a day and a half. I'm done. I want to go home.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just grab it. I don't really look through it or anything. I just grab it, whatever, sign their thing. They still ask me, can you please read the documents? And I said, no. And they said, well, what do we say? I say that I said to go fuck yourself and I didn't read it. And then they're like, anyway, so then I get in the truck and I drive off. I'm like, screw you, we're done. I don't ever have to see you again. I don't have to talk to you again. I don't care about your dumb rules. I'm out of here. Okay, so I jam to Vegas from there.
Yep.
I get a hotel and I tell Claire, you got to get me like a someplace way, way, way off strip that's super, super cheap. That's not going to care that I'm going to wash a dog in this room because this dog needs to get washed.
Yeah, like didn't you have to drive with the windows down?
The whole way I had to drive with the
Jupiter
windows
was
down.
a really good dog. It makes me really sad, and
Yeah.
I do feel guilty.
He was very super happy to see me, and he just slept on with his head on my lap the entire way to Vegas.
Best dog.
Anyway, okay. So I go to this room. I give Jupiter a bath. I go to like Walgreens or something, and I grab a whole bunch of dog shampoo. And I had to wash this dog like 5 times. And finally, he was white again, and he smelled good because I did like, pina colada'd him up. Anyway, okay.
He was so happy.
So then the next day, we're going to go from Vegas
back to Kansas City.
And I'm going to try to do it in one big jam.
Yep.
Which is a long jam.
It is a long jam.
In a big Penske or whatever it was.
Yep.
Anyway, so when you're driving, I don't know if you guys have done this, but when you're driving through states, I'm jamming through Colorado. Colorado's got like, I want to say 80 mile an hour speed
it's
limit.
75, but that means 85 in Colorado.
Well, yeah,
like,
ish. Anyway, so I jam. I'm
you're not
jamming.
gonna get pulled over if you're just going around.
I ain't got
85.
I ain't got a lot of tickets on my record, but I'm gonna say
God.
But I'm gonna say 90% of them are speeding tickets. Anyway,
no, folks, that's it. That's an episode that I'll do by myself.
Yeah, the BTs are coming. BTs are gonna shut you down. Okay. Anyway, so I'm jamming in Colorado, and I'm going the speed limit-ish.
You're going with the flow of traffic.
Going with the flow of traffic. But when you go into Kansas, these dirty dogs on the southern, is it not southern?
No.
It's the eastern, on
Eastbound.
the western border of Kansas, with the border of Colorado, the speed limit dropped like at least 10 or 15 miles as soon as you go over. And there's like one sign. I'm going to say there was one sign. I didn't see it. Maybe there was two. Maybe there was 4.
One sign that you noticed.
It was. I wasn't even thinking about the sign. I was
just
thinking,
trying to get home.
We got to get home, and I got my stuff. I got the dog. Okay, fine.
And meanwhile, Claire was waiting at home, very excited to get Mark back from his dangerous rendezvous with the Scientology goons. More excited to get Jupiter back.
Yeah.
After not having seen him for months and so forth. Yeah.
So basically, I get pulled over for speeding. Bummer. Whoop! I get lit up. Whoop 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 whoop. And we pull off into this rest stop. And I'll never forget this rest stop because it's sort of the first rest stop once you get into Kansas. And it's really a nice rest stop. There's a park. There's like a little visitor center with some bathrooms and stuff. It's like basically a park / rest stop.
Yep.
It's pretty ballin' for a rest stop. Okay.
As far as rest stops go,
and
we haven't seen that many rest stops.
I'm going to say this is
one of the nicer.
I-70. I'm off I-70.
Yep.
Is there a map up in this? No.
No.
Anyway, this is the rest stop, actually. She's Claire's the one who does all this for us, guys. It's amazing. I don't know how we would get through all this. But I get pulled over for speeding, and the guy says, "Hey, what's the deal?" And I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the speed limit dropped on the border." I was a little bit like, "You got me. Pretty sure you get lots of people. God darn it. Gosh darn it." And he says, "Okay, let me see your license." I give him my license, and I still have my California license.
Right.
Okay, this is key to note.
It is key.
Still have my California license, and I hadn't gotten a new license in Nebraska.
No, in Missouri.
In Missouri, in Lee Summit.
Yep.
And so, I had a California.
So again, just for context, January is when we arrived in Lee Summit, Missouri.
Yes.
Now this is April.
Yeah.
And Mark is driving from California back to Missouri.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the cop says, "Oh, you live in California?" I go, "Well, actually, I live in Lee Summit, Missouri."
Yep.
And he goes, "Okay, when did you move to Lee Summit?" I go, "I moved there in January." He goes, "Oh, okay. But you still have a California license." I go, "Well, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to move back to California or if we were going to stay in Lee Summit. So we're kind of going back and forth." And he goes, "Okay, fine." He goes, "What's in the back?" And I say, "Oh, I'm moving. It's all my stuff." And he goes, "So you moved there in January, but you
Yeah.
didn't bring anything with you."
Right.
"Yeah, that's right. And now you're going back 4 months later and you're getting your stuff and you're moving it to Lee Summit." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly."
Yeah.
And so he goes, "Okay, fine." So he goes, "Well, you mind if we take a look?" I'm like, "Sure, we can take a look." And
I'm sure the audience knows exactly where the cop's mind was
Anyway.
at. But this is an not your average scenario, right?
Anyway, so we open up the back of the truck, and there's 60 banker's boxes with a motorcycle. And he goes, "You put all your stuff in banker's boxes?" And I go, "Well, no, I didn't. My friends did." And he goes, "Your friends?" And I go, "Yeah, my friends packed all this up for me."
He's like, wow. So wait a minute. Let's back up for a minute. So you moved to Lee Summit, Missouri in January, and you have friends in California that 3 months later packed up all of your belongings
Yeah.
into banker's boxes.
That's right. And I go,
For you.
"Yeah." And I go, "Yeah, that's basically exactly what happened." And he goes, "Well, how do you know what's in the banker's boxes?" And I go, "Oh, I've got an inventory." And he goes, "No way." And I go, "Yeah, there's an inventory in the front seat of the truck if I can walk up there."
But hold on, backing up for a second. Didn't he go, so you open up the back, he pulls out, "So what's in this box?" And you're like,
No.
"Well, I don't know,
Yeah,
but I have an inventory."
that's right.
Yeah.
So we go get the inventory. By the way, Jupiter's just sitting in the front of the truck,
Super
just
chill.
chilling
He's
like a
just
villain,
happy to be back with his people.
smelling like pina colada, stinking up the whole truck bed like a pineapple present.
Yep.
Anyway, we go back, and so the guy pulls out a box, and he goes, "What's this?" I go, "That's box, I don't know, whatever box he has. Let's just say it's 35. And so then I go to this list. Now, this is the list. To avoid accusations of theft, Scientology provides a detailed inventory of belongings. Mark shows the inventory to the officers and tries to explain the situation. We've included the full inventory list. Okay, so this is box number 1. Now, listen.
And by the way, this was boxed up by Chelsea Graves
From RTC.
From RTC, who is the same person that was doing interrogations on Tom Cruise's personal staff.
Yes. So in between
Yep.
Isabella and Connor interrogations,
Yep.
Isabella and Connor Cruise interrogations,
Yep.
she's the one inventorying our stuff. And we know from when we were there, nothing can be left off the list.
Nope.
If they send 10 things, there's 10 things on the list. If they send 10,000 things, there's 10,000 things on the list.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not going to read every single thing, but I am going to leave them up long enough. If you want to freeze it, you can freeze it and read this. But we are talking 4 hair clips.
What about this one? Broken soap bowl.
Yeah.
With 2 bits of soap.
Cream hand towel.
Spoon.
Air cleaner. Herbal shave cream for men. Witch books. Does it say witch? Oh, no, witch hazel. L'Oreal Eye Defense Cream. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway,
Yeah.
Dr. Schultz Deep Tissue Oil. Okay, now look. Remember, I said there
What
was
about
like
this one? Aveda Promoliant. 1-inch liquid left in bottle.
Look at this one. Spoon. It just says spoon. Spoon. Conair Styler Dryer.
They didn't spell check this thing either. Witch hazer.
Cotton ball dispenser. Cotton ball dispensers with full cotton balls.
Mm-hmm.
With 1/2 full cotton balls. Okay, this is box 1, guys. Box 2. You can see this, guys. I'm going to leave this up so if you want to freeze it and read it at a later date.
They were so specific as to include the amounts of items remaining. Example, full used next to bottles that had been inventoried. Yeah. So half full, quarter full, 1/10 full.
Banana cup. Banana cup. Mont Blanc, Claire Headley, engraved. I think you got that from David Miscavige as a present.
Did. I can't even believe they sent that to us.
Yeah, that's from David Miscavige personally, an RTC engraved Mont Blanc. Didn't all the RTC reps get those?
Yeah, it had our hand. Our
it was signature engraved in it.
Engraved, yeah.
Okay, they auto penned a pen. Okay, white scissors, Burt's Bee cap. It's a Burt's Bees cap. Not the Burt's Bees thing, just the cap for the Burt's Bees.
Yep.
They inventoried the cap of an errant Burt's Bees chapstick somewhere. Okay, anyway, this goes on forever. And the cop is basically reading this.
And losing his mind.
And he's just like, this is, look, and it does get, some boxes have bigger stuff in it, so that's less things.
Yeah.
That was the bathroom. That was like the bathroom drawers box that they just dumped.
Yeah.
And she had to go through each thing and inventory it and put it in there.
Yeah, because how many boxes total was it? Like 60 to 70?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so some of them are less. You know, you got some. I do love reading. Just spot check, and I'm like, 5 pennies, tape measure,
7 tiny screws,
art chalk,
3 screws, 1 button,
ace bandage,
computer chip component,
1 vacuum bag. I mean,
black comb, not to be confused with the white comb.
Some of these things are so amazing. That 1 lint roller,
1 vacuum bag. Oh, God.
Toilet bath mat, 7 tiny screws. 1 screw, no, 2 screws, 1 button.
Okay, if you think we think this is funny, it is funny. It's also not funny. It's really sad.
Anyway.
But the only thing you can do is laugh about it in retrospect. Seriously,
anyway,
right?
let me go back. I went too fast. Okay, so we did that one.
Ugh.
This is another good one. Silver frame.
Nothing screams cult like an inventory of this magnitude.
We
right?
still do have these pictures too. Photo frame, large, 2 photos, silver with stones, letters, empty, small wooden frame, silver frame with Jupiter, silver frame with Claire, silver, little green with Jupiter. One photo frame has your sisters in it.
Yep.
Silver frame, sister and boy, gold, 3-hinged photo. Baby Dalmatian. Anyway, you guys get the idea.
You get the idea.
Okay,
oh
then it just goes just on and on, just forever and ever.
1 dime, 2 nickels, 24 pennies, 3 screws, 2 lifesavers.
Which one is that on?
It's in the middle. On the top line.
Lifesavers. Full Coke can. 2 lifesavers. Holy molies.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
You literally cannot make this up.
I don't think the dog was on the inventory.
I don't
Alex
think he
says
was.
that the dog was on the inventory.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
But
we're coming to some important things that were on the inventory.
Okay. Oh, we are? Okay, let's keep going. So it's just.
So again, you can read through this in all its glorious detail if you choose to. That's why we decided to put all this up here. 2 small bottles, 4 black pens, 2 metal clips,
beige vest.
2 pictures of CH and MH framed. Okay. Timberland sweater.
It just goes.
It literally goes. I was mortified when I saw this document the first time, like at the invasion of privacy. Like, they didn't just box up our stuff; they literally inventoried every single thing,
item, just every little thing.
Letter without envelope to Mark. Did you see that?
Letter without envelope to Mark. That's probably the one where you sent me my rings back.
Okay, you had to go on about that. I know. I cringe about that every time I see it. I've stopped myself from shredding that about 10
I don't
times.
know if I'm going to miss the thing. If I go, I don't want to.
No,
I'm going to.
no, you won't, because Clara highlighted it.
Okay.
So,
Here we go.
okay.
CDs, empty cases. Now, at the time, I would take the CDs out of the cases and put them into basically a giant binder of CDs so that if anything happened to the cases, I wouldn't lose the CDs.
Yep.
Just my weird thing. Okay, but now these, it says DM singles box 1 through 4, DM singles box 1 through 12, DM or whatever it is 5 through 12.
Oh, look
DM.
at this.
These are all Depeche Mode. These are all Depeche Mode.
What about this section? When it gets to my section, so
Your section.
we had a CD player that the only way we were even able to afford that is because one year I got a bonus from Religious Technology Center for $1,000. So we got this CD player that would hold like 200 CDs.
I think it was a 300, maybe a 200.
But look at this. Look at the description. Round CD thing with CDs.
Okay.
Bare Naked Ladies, Parallel Jones. I don't even know what that is.
I think
Savage
it's Jesus
Garden.
Jones.
Savage Garden is how I know that was my section of CDs.
Yeah, I think it's either Jesus Jones or Howard Jones. I've never heard of a Parallel Jones.
No.
Anyway.
Chelsea might have been doing this on no sleep, to be fair. There's a significant number of typos.
Anyway, somebody says they spelled Natalie and Bruglia incorrectly. Yeah, they spelled a lot of things incorrectly, including Parallel Jones. CDs. I don't even think that is a thing. I'm pretty sure it's either Howard Jones or Jesus Jones, but there's
or none of those. It could have been something else altogether.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
But the best thing is, like, look at this inventory of Depeche Mode.
It is a very impressive collection that I had amassed while in the Sea Org. There was actually, I said this last week, or I said it somewhere, there used to be a record store in Hemet on Florida Avenue, and it was called Hungry Heart. And they used to get in some really good Depeche Mode imports and collector item things. And if I had a penny left saved up, I would go in there and I'd snatch it up as soon as they had it.
Nice.
Anyway, so this is all just Depeche Mode CDs. And then you can see we got Claire's section, and there's a whole bunch of, like
anything not Depeche Mode is
Paul Simon, Madonna,
Wham,
Goo Goo Dolls, Will Smith.
No Doubt, Shania Twain.
Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Alanis Morissette.
KLF, Chick Corea, Heart, KLF,
Chick Corea.
Wild Colonials. That
Chick
was
Corea was not me.
I know, but Wild Colonials was Chick Corea's son, Thad Corea, was in a band. It was called Wild Colonials.
Okay, well, so I correct myself because I didn't have it.
Yellow. Okay, good. Lots of goodies. Okay, and then we go into more boxes, and then back to, just insanity again. Body scrub.
They're inventorying my underwear. It's freaking disgusting.
Anyway, bag of cane sugar, bag of white sugar. What's white? Oh, okay. Bag of flour. We did have some cooking stuff. Okay, now this is also very crazy because we had just had the beer and cheese party or the New Year's party or something like that in for New Year's, just to ring in the New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I don't think I went down to the event because all this crazy system stuff was happening. Mm-hmm. So I think I stayed at the property. Or did it? No, because we saw your parents in LA. Right before that, we saw your parents in LA.
We did.
So maybe we did go to LA. Yeah. And then maybe we just had some dumb party at the base for some reason. I don't remember if it was Christmas or it was New Year's, but we had some stupid party at the base. And the only thing that they put out was sun-kissed orange sodas and Ritz crackers for the whole party. That's all there was, just cases. And so I just took like 2 cases of soda, put it on the back of my motorcycle and went home. So I still had those because there's 22 sun-kissed.
Yeah. And can you tell by now that Chelsea is getting tired?
Oh, yeah. So now this is what
a detailed inventory. Bucks 31, random clothes.
This is what we sort of are thinking what happened because Chelsea's been inventorying this stuff for 2 months. And we're like, hey, we're coming to get our stuff. We're driving to the house. Yep. If you don't have our stuff, we're going to the house and we're getting our stuff.
Yep.
So now Chelsea can just say random clothes, miscellaneous books. Now they're just dumping boxes full.
Yep.
This is probably like an hour before I'm coming to get the truck.
Yep.
And they're just jamming it in there. And then items not labeled, bike. I wanted to see if the dog was still on here.
Yeah, I
No.
was looking for him. I don't
Nope.
see him on
They just
there.
got the bike, and then various videos, letters, containers, pictures. Like literally, now she's phoning it in.
Yeah, mind you, there are significant items that they never
And
gave
box
to
number.
us.
That's true. There were a bunch of things missing, but also we were just like, whatever. But this box 65 is the box that's kind of crazy.
Yep. Claire Headley's passport. So we've told you before that they hold passports. Well, here from their very own document is proof of this, which, yes, we have given to law enforcement and they're aware of this. But yes, they held my passport from years before I left, and I did not get that back until April 2005 after escaping.
Yeah.
Copy of my birth certificate, original copy of our marriage certificate, and then various family letters, postcards, photos.
Okay.
In their writing, in their words, they hold passports, as we have said many times.
Oh, yeah. So that I didn't say what happened. Okay. So we go through this list. So we're literally, the officer and I, he's already called for backup.
Yes.
Because
and
he's
and he called for a canine.
yeah,
drug
he's
dog.
basically, they called for his supervisor.
Yep.
And then they called for canine. Because they're like, there's no way. Obviously, this guy's a drug dealer or a drug runner, or there's narcotics. There's narcotics. There's got to be narcotics in this guy's truck.
Right.
This is the craziest story ever.
Right.
And so then the sergeant comes, and I'm like, well, can I at least walk my dog and he can go to the bathroom or something? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. Just kind of stay over here.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, fine. So I get Jupiter. We're kind of walking around.
And meanwhile, also I should say, you're in the middle of Nowheresville, so you have no cell reception.
Yeah, no cell service.
I'm at home. I'm at our apartment in Lee Summit, Missouri, expecting you to be home, and I haven't heard from you in hours. So I'm starting to freak out a little bit because I was already on edge, given that you were rendezvousing with gold security guards.
Anyway, so then the guy's kind of like, I got to call my sergeant on this one. This is way too sketch. I got to call my sergeant. So we go, I take Jupiter for a walk. He does his business. I put him back in the truck. And then the sergeant shows up, or the boss. I don't know the lingo, whatever. This is how I remember it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the sergeant comes, and then the sergeant says, okay, I know you've already told him your story, but I want you to tell me the story.
Yep.
And the cop I've already told the story to is standing right there. And so then I go back through the whole thing. I go, I moved to Kansas City in January, and now my friends packed up all my stuff, and so I met them at the Riverside bus station.
It's friends, because we're still in the
We're
frame
still
of
trying
mind.
to play
We're
nice.
not trying to cause problems. We're just trying to walk away and get on with
In
our
retrospect, I
lives.
probably should have just said,
I
these
know.
Scientology people
I know.
kept all my shit, and they wouldn't give it back to me. And
I
then when they
know.
gave it back to me, they gave it to me like this.
I know, but it does speak to the level of brainwashing that even in these crazy moments, like when I'm in the bus station, when you're getting pulled over by the cops, we're still covering for them.
Yeah.
In that moment, like just not trying to cause any trouble for them.
Anyway, so I tell the sergeant the whole entire thing all over again.
Mm-hmm.
He goes through the list with me. He's like, oh, let's go box 27. I go, okay. I'm in the truck. I pull out box 27. And I'm like, open it up. And I'm like, oh, I totally forgot I had this. Or, like whatever. I'm like rediscovering my own property. And the cop's like, he's like, we're playing like a little, we're playing like, it's like a game show. Like he reads out shit and I just go, yeah, got that right here. And then he's like, okay.
He was testing the.
And he
the
was
validity
reading
of
the things like
inventory.
half a bottle of Vita skin cream. I'm like, yep, got that right here. I'm like, it might be an eighth of a bottle, but okay, we'll call it half. And then we do that for like 10 boxes. And he's literally just like,
I can imagine this story ending up in like a book.
No, it's just like
down the
wildest
line,
police encounters.
Diary of a highway patrol officer.
Somebody needs to see if we can get the footage from when was the date? April-ish, Kansas, body cams. Did they have body cams back then in 2005? I don't think so. Anyway, it would have been great. So he basically says, we're getting canine. he's like, I know you told him, but I think we're going to get the canine.
It's like, this is a pretty far
Anyway.
out there story. Like, I get it. You seem believable, but this is out there.
Anyway, I really
even
thought
on a
I had
normal
the
day.
sergeant because we were having a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
And I was even, you know me, like he's like, Burt's Bees chapstick cap. I'm like, yep, I got that right here, little yellow guy. Look at this little bees, Burt's Bees. You know Burt's Bees got all that honey in it. It's good stuff. Beeswax. And he was rolling with it.
Yep.
Anyway, so then we wait like another half hour, and then the sergeant comes over again. He goes, okay, now hold on. Just run through me. Just run it through one more time. I know you've been through it twice. Just run through it one more time.
Yep.
And we're going to decide which way this is going to go. So I run through the whole thing again. He goes, and he basically says, either this is the most insane story ever that you've told exactly the same 3 times in a row.
Yep.
All the way through.
Because we all know, any of us true crime junkies know, you're looking for variations in the story. And a variation in the story tells you, red flag alert.
Yeah.
There's, all is not right here.
So he says, either it's the most insane story ever that you told 3 times in a row, exactly the same, or you're the best liar in the world.
Yep.
We're going to let you go. The canine's going to take like another 45 minutes to be here.
Yep.
So we're going to let you go. Keep your eye on the speed. Just take it easy.
Yeah.
And you're good.
He didn't even get a ticket.
And you're good. I got no ticket. Nothing. Anyway, but again, I guarantee you that there's a bunch of cops that are like, this dude had 62 banker's boxes
that his friends
packed for him.
Inventoried.
They inventoried. He didn't move one thing from his house.
I mean, it's crazy.
They wouldn't let him go to the house. They did it for him so he wouldn't have to go to the house.
We tried, folks. Sheriff's office, we tried to go to our own house to pack up our stuff, but hell no.
Yeah. And so I think I basically jammed it from there all the way back.
Yes.
I was there
that night. Yeah. And
it was several hours. I want to say, did I say how long it was? I don't remember, but I'm going to say I was at least there for like 2 hours at least.
At least. Maybe I thought it was like 3 or 4 hours.
Might have been more. It was a lot because it was just like they were waiting for me to open up the bin that didn't have what they said. And there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yep.
But it was just like we'd gone through so many bins and they all were exactly what was on the list. Yep. So it was sort of like.
Good thing Chelsea Graves didn't plant anything, huh?
But it's funny. They also noticed that they phoned it in at the end.
Yes.
Like they were like, oh, look, they got tired of writing all this shit down. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like after 30 boxes, they were like, we're calling it.
To be clear, this was not a requirement we ever asked
Yeah, I said,
for.
I didn't know about any of this until I got the stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the baker's boxes.
Which was true.
I didn't know about the inventory.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any of this.
All of it was true. We never expected they'd be inventorying our underwear and Depeche Mode collections. I mean, my God, how creepy is that?
Okay, well, that was good, right?
Oh, my goodness.
That was a marathon.
Yeah,
Can I do this one? There we go.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think that was a little bit much? I mean, that's how Scientology has to do this legally. So they're on the end where you can't say anything. Yep. Now, our wedding video was missing because it had in our wedding video there were other base Sea Org members that were in the video. So they kept that from us. They didn't give us our wedding photos.
No. And they alleged that Kirsten Catano alleged that it was just an oversight and that she would send it to us, but she never did.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a copy of our wedding video, which we've put on YouTube, about 20 years later, because my mother had sent a copy to my step-grandmother who passed away. So.
Yeah, the police canine could have just talked to Jupiter, and Jupiter could have vouched for us.
Good sense, Mark's story checks out per Jupiter. So
yeah, the police,
exactly.
the canine would have been like,
I know.
They're good. This guy's good.
Was like, dude, bro, I just broke out from this place that was so abusive to me. They didn't even give me a bath for 5 months.
Yeah, and the canine's like,
I just got a bath for the first
time.
Yeah,
the canine's like, what is that? It's like, yeah, it's pina colada.
Pina colada.
Pretty nice,
you smell good now, bro.
It's very
You're
sweet.
Good now.
It's
Things
kind
are
of
looking
sweet.
up.
It's just like a little bit
bit
of exotic to
I've
it.
told the story before. I literally cried when I had to tell Jupiter, I'm so sorry, dude. I have to get out of here. Somehow we'll make it all work out, but I cannot. You can't run away with a dog in tow. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Anyway, Scientology is crazy. So, yeah, I think
it's
somebody
always
just said that.
worse
there you
than
go.
you think.
Scientology is crazy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, so we get all the stuff, and this is the funniest thing. We really wanted to get the stuff back, But once we got the stuff, I want to say we threw like 80% of it away.
Yeah, most of it was like, well, first of all, we were no longer malnourished, so a lot of our clothes didn't even fit us anymore.
That's true.
I was like wearing kids' clothes because had lost so much weight.
But also, it was junk. A lot of it was just junk. But we didn't have anything else, so it was our junk.
Right, exactly. And hey, my passport was not junk, nor was our marriage certificate.
But I want to say, sorry, I'm going to say we at least threw away, I would say 80% of it.
Yeah.
We have if we have anything from that stuff, it's photos or papers or something like that. But pretty much every other, there is a Battlefield Earth copy that was in there that is signed by John Travolta.
He signed it as Turl, though, not as John Travolta.
I got to find that. I keep talking about that.
Turl is the
main
character that
in,
John Travolta
Battlefield
plays
Earth.
in the movie. He's the bad guy. And
anyway,
so,
I have that, and we had a few other things that we might still have kicking around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, Jupiter lived out the rest of his days.
He did. He was a very old Dalmatian when he finally left.
He had a good 5 final years with us, and he was just the best.
He was amazing.
He was awesome.
He was the dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's run through some questions, and then we can do a giveaway.
Oh, okay. Questions.
Wait, what you wanted to do the giveaway
No,
first?
I'm easy, babe. We don't have a hard out today. No one's bumping out. No one's bumping out midstream. You know, people really went on Claire's side on the bumping out. They said that's a real thing.
I love you guys. Thank you for backing me up.
Supposedly in the production industry, when someone's in the middle of a show and they need to leave, they bump out. I'm sorry, I was not aware of the preferred nomenclature.
I totally knew that. I was surprised by your ignorance.
She had no idea.
I didn't, but that's okay. Okay, you took down the comment.
Well, you didn't read the ding
Okay, V-Bombs, question. Sorry, I'm in late. But what live concerts have you been to?
Oh, that's just a totally awesome random question that has nothing to do with the nonsense.
Yeah.
We have been to a lot of Depeche Mode concerts.
Yes.
Pretty much every tour since we escaped, I've been to. I was also at the concert for the masses at the Pasadena Rose Bowl, front row center, and that was pretty amazing. That was way back in like 88.
And you also took
89.
our middle son to Billie Eilish.
I did. We are very live concert, comedy festivals, music. We do all that.
We've gone to a lot of comedy shows.
We do a lot of things at Red Rocks here in Colorado. We've been there gazillions of times.
I went to Florence and the Machine with Mike and Christy.
Oh yeah, didn't you guys also go to some other? You went to another concert with Mike and Christy too, wasn't it? Anyway, we've been to a lot of concerts. How about that?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't think we could name them all.
No.
We did travel to 2 different states to go to concerts with the kids as well. We went to Texas.
Yes.
They went and saw Depeche Mode in San Antonio, and we went and saw Depeche Mode in Las Vegas. And then I went by myself and some friends.
Denver, and
shout out Shannon!
Our youngest son was not feeling great, and he threw up all over the stairs of the stadium.
That was true. Yeah, that was not a good look.
Not a great look.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready for more questions.
Okay.
All right. Japan of Green Gables.
A very Depeche Mode.
Question. Claire, did you like Depeche Mode before you met Mark? So I knew of Depeche Mode. I didn't dislike them, but I will say it's fair to say that by proximity, I've come to appreciate Depeche Mode. I wouldn't say I'm like a fan on the level of Mark or Shannon, but I do enjoy their music, and I especially appreciate the role they've played in our lives and in our relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there you go.
Thank you, Japan of Green Gables. I love Japan of Green Gables was always Mike's favorite screen name.
Yes.
Japan of Green Gables. He was like, he would I think he would mention it every time he would see it. He would say, I love that name. Yeah. Japan of Green Gables. It was just always just, I love that. I love that.
I think he watched Anne of Green Gables
yes.
on the show with Jack.
But he was like, that's the best name ever. Japan of Green Gables.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another good comment. Thank you for that.
Depeche Mode is pretty amazing. Yeah.
Trevenon going in, piling in.
I just
thank
can't
you.
get enough.
I
just can't get enough.
Here we go.
Okay. And it made my day whenever Mike said that.
There you go.
Completely.
Okay.
We love you, Mike. Still me, question. Did you think that they may not give you your stuff back? Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because it had been months. It was sort of
Yeah.
like, we were kind of like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like, why are they, it would literally, it's one room. It's a bedroom and a bathroom. It would take me and Claire 2 hours to put it in a truck
Yes.
and drive away.
Yes.
So it's like, how is this taking
And-
3 months to
and,
get?
and not only that, but it wasn't so much the things, our clothes or whatever, because like I said, we'd eaten by then, we'd slept by then, we were, reacclimating to life in the real world. But they had our valuable documents, my passport, our marriage certificate, like all these things that we needed in order to get back on our feet.
Yeah. It was getting a little old.
Yes.
That we needed these things to do things.
And also it was wearing on us. Like the moment Warren McShane called us, to me that was a flipping point. Like when he expected us to go back and do the rehabilitation project for us, we were both like, even me, I was like, are you literally out of your mind? Like you're an alien telling me to go and do a slave reprogramming after I've been sleeping. I have a job, I have an apartment, all this. Anyway.
This is great. Cal, crack me up.
Were your belongings packed carefully or just kind of thrown in? I'm thinking of hiring the cult to move.
Good job, Cal. That really hit me in the funds.
We should leave a Yelp review. Religious Technology Center Moving Service. Chelsea
5
Graves.
stars.
Chelsea Graves. She did a great job to begin with, but she clearly burned out towards the end.
Yes. Okay, let's just see if there's any more.
I mean, my God, like this is why this document that we shared today, I think it's safe to say it's one of the craziest documents. Like we've given this to every single law enforcement, attorney, news show, documentary we've ever been a part of. And it was so over the top. That's why Mark was like, we've got to do a deep dive on this. And even Clara was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh, here we go. Clara, reminder, please consider purchasing a Davy doll before Mark keeps adding more to the studio. It's getting freaky.
I did it. I added all these guys. And I've been this guy, that's his new spot. He loves it. And he likes to put this leg up, but let this one kind of hang low right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are giving away Davy dolls in the we're going to do a giveaway today, and some people won some bobbleheads today too.
Yes, they did. Because leading up to Christmas, we're hoping to do a final stretch. Let's sell out the last of the freaky Navy Davy.
These things are haunting my shop right now.
I know. I like when people are like, I won the giveaway, but they're a little too creepy for my taste.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
No, they're funny though.
Okay.
You got to have fun with it.
Okay,
That's
here.
all.
Oh, coffee milk guy.
Okay, coffee milk dude. I got all of my stuff back except for any pictures, including myself and my wife. They were all edited out, deleted. They don't want you to have any evidence.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
So
we
the
had
only
pictures of us with David Miscavige that were never sent.
The
to us.
only pictures that we got were pictures that only we were in.
That's right.
All the pictures we had with any other base staff. So our wedding video had other base Sea Org members in it, so they didn't give us our wedding video.
Yep.
Our wedding pictures had they wouldn't give us our wedding pictures.
Yep.
So your coffee milk dude is totally right. They did vet out and take all the other stuff. Now, this is the craziest thing, and I'm gonna say it. Remember I said I put that USB stick on the ironing board?
Yep.
I saw it on the inventory.
What?
When I was reading the list, it was on there.
What?
Yeah.
So we have that somewhere?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
We might want to go through our stuff.
We might do a deep dive on our
If you guys watch the channel, you know that I said I put a whole bunch of pictures on a USB drive. And there was that USB drive was in the inventory. It wasn't back like now. I have like 100 USB drives. Back then,
200.
No, but I'm saying back then, I had one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there was one in there.
We'll see, folks. Thanks to this episode today, perhaps.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that Chelsea 100% erased that drive if it was in there.
Oh, yeah.
She wouldn't have just thrown it in a box.
No.
unless she didn't know what it was, but she wrote on it 1 USB drive. Anyway, if you guys want to go back through the lists and freeze and see where that USB drive is, you'll see it on there. It is on the list.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coffee Milk Dude. Okay, what else we got? Let's see if we got any other new
Wouldn't that be
ones.
crazy if they sent you that thumb drive? Oh my gosh.
It
that's
would be
crazy.
kind of wild. There's pictures of Tom Cruise and David Miscavige snowmobiling,
And
pictures of
scuba
them,
diving.
pictures of them jerking around with David Beckham and Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking 2004 Tom Cruise Depeche Mode bromance, which was the heavy bromance period right then.
Oh yeah.
When they
Yeah.
really were grabbing him.
That just can't get enough series.
Yeah, when Risky Business, Mr. Risky Business,
Mm-hmm.
and Captain Davy, Fake Navy they were everywhere. There's pictures in London, Spain, I think Alaska, snowmobiling, scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
There might even have been pictures of them on the sailboat. I
Yep.
think there was a lot of personal.
Trevanon
Anyway.
says Osa's freaking out right now. Yep.
Hey, I didn't.
Straight Skippy.
I didn't take it. If they put it in that stuff and put it on the list, I think that's pretty much a get out of jail free card for
Yeah,
me.
you do.
You gave me the pictures.
Yeah, you literally handed it over.
Anyway,
inventoried and
I'm not
everything.
turning the house upside down looking for that thing. But if I find it, I'm definitely gonna pop it in a computer.
We will let you know if there's a part 2 coming.
Pop it on the
folks.
pooter and just see what's in there.
Unfortunately, the reality and facts of life are that should there be said thumb drive, the task of finding said thumb drive will fall right here.
Pretty much, Dr.
X.
X.
Hi all. For those that have left, did they have the same experience as you, or was it special for you guys since Claire was in RTC? Would it take this long for people to get their things back? It's absolutely bonkers. Great music taste.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know actually.
Yeah.
We've heard from other people like since we left. We've heard from people that got $5,000 to sign the papers.
Yep.
We've heard. I mean, this is an actual.
I would say it's fair to say that ours was on the more extreme side,
Yes,
but not an exception.
and also take into consideration, we had never spoken out or said anything
Yes.
between this and in this
And we were
entire.
both born into
period.
Scientology,
Yeah.
so we didn't even have a blemish on our history in that regard.
Yeah, but we didn't say anything bad about Scientology.
Nope.
We weren't messing with them. We weren't doing anything that would be perceived by them as bad, except for that we just left. We didn't want to stay there anymore.
Yep.
Now,
Oh, look here. Let me show this comment.
well, I never got anything back and no cash for signing papers. Good
Techie.
job, Techie.
There you go.
Um,
I mean, not good on never getting anything
well, I mean,
back.
but also he's got all new good shit now, so I wouldn't
I hope
worry.
so.
Yeah, I get it. If you lost some personal things, that's a bummer. But anyway, so also Techie left very shortly. He actually, I think he might have left before we left.
He did.
So, but
He-
also
they did.
whatever,
They did.
whatever. People know who he is.
I don't know about that.
Well, I didn't say his name.
Nope. You-
Anyway, there's other people that we've heard that got anywhere from 5,000 to 50,000 to 300,000. That's what we've heard on the whisper web of the people who've left.
Yep.
But also the other thing that they're doing now, and this is, if you know somebody who left and this didn't happen to them, well, there's a few things you can check into, or you can just, if you know these things, it'll make a little bit more sense. If they're in Los Angeles or Clearwater or someplace where there's a Scientology organization and they just happen to work for a Scientology-owned company or a company that donates lots of millions of dollars to Scientology, or if they live and work with other Scientologists or they're friends with other Scientologists, then they made a deal.
Yep.
That's just
And
how
by
that
the
is.
way-
They said we'll either do whatever you want us to do, we'll sign paperwork, but if they can talk to their families, they made a deal with Scientology, and
Yep.
you will never hear them say anything because Scientology's given them help with their website and pictures if they worked at Golden Era Productions, the projects they worked in, or they're hooking them up with other media productions that are Scientology related to keep them still in the fold,
Yeah,
and they're giving them income.
And not to name any names, but have you heard Tommy Davis talk about abuses he witnessed?
Yeah.
Angie Blankenship, Eric Geisler,
I like how you say not to name names, and then you name 3 names.
very intentionally. These people have all witnessed abuses, and there is a long list. We could go
Yeah,
on.
there's a lot
The
of people.
that have gotten out and have kept their mouths shut, those are the people that have been paid off.
Yeah, and this is a Sophie's choice sort of thing, because it is either you're out on your own and you might end up homeless because you're going to lose all your network, and you're going to lose all your family, and you're going to lose all your friends, and you're going to lose any chance to use anything you did, any products you may or may not have helped produce as leverage to be able to make it in the real world. Or you do get all that and you get some money and they hook you up with work and blah, 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 blah. So I get it. It's one of those things. You have to make a decision if you want it to be nice for you. Now, this maybe
that's where it's
I know,
selfish.
I understand this may be controversial.
Silence is selfish in this scenario.
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say some shit that people are going to get unhappy about. Okay. But if you're in prison and somehow your dumbass breaks out,
as we did,
and you get free,
as we did,
and then your friends are still there, and they're not going to be able to get out. They're stuck.
Okay.
And some of those people also don't want to be there, and they've been trying to escape, or they've been tried to escape 5 times, and they always get caught because for whatever reason, they're not as lucky, they're not as skilled, they buckled, or they let on that they were up to no good and they got caught before they could escape, or however it went down. Yeah. Would you not try to do something to aid them to get out or to enable them to get away easier? I would say, yeah, these guys are being held prisoner there. Yeah. To try to help it so they can get out. We did the.
Well, of course, that's what we've been doing for years.
But I'm saying when we did the forced abortion thing, they couldn't do that for a while. Yes. And so people that got pregnant, they gave them the money, they made them sign the papers, and they let them go. Yeah. And those people have families now.
And all the people that we know that were prevented from having children that now have children, you're welcome. It was at extreme personal cost to us personally.
But I don't think that just because they're still there, that they're bad, or they don't. I don't think
they're bad.
But they don't deserve nothing.
But the people that have gotten out that should be speaking, that did witness personal abuses, like the Angie Blankenships of the world. Yeah, those are the people I'm not willing to.
I understand, and I understand, and
I'm not.
I do. Yes, I understand, and I also do understand that it is Sophie's chance. They either have to Sophie's choice, chance, tchotchke. Either way, they have to decide.
They're putting their own personal comfort and benefits and life ahead of what's right. Do you think it was comfortable for us to speak out about forced abortion?
I'm not saying we did the wrong thing.
Have we not had private investigators harassing us to this very day?
I'm on team BFG, okay? I'm just saying.
We're just having a debate.
I understand.
And I'm winning.
I understand that some people think that the Sea Org members should just be high and dry because they're in the Sea Org. They're pieces of junk. But
no, I don't.
A lot of those people aren't.
I don't.
But the ones who leave, you're right. The ones who leave, and do make a deal, they basically did it for them and their family. Yes. And Scientology is going to keep getting away with shit because they're not saying anything.
Okay, great. Lovely. You can speak to your mom, Eric Geisler. Yeah. I can't speak to my mom, and yet I have conviction.
Claire's definitely winning.
That this is not the right thing to do.
I'm not challenging this. I'm just basically saying we made a decision that we were going to take the harder road.
And it has been very hard.
The hard road less traveled. Very hard,
and that's where I have strong feelings.
The narrowest path is often the holiest.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
I think everyone gets where we're coming from.
Louise. Okay.
I love you, honey.
Let's do this.
I'm not arguing.
Oh, I have a whole thing for this. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this now, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, hi, Phil. If all those under the radar decided to speak out, it would have a huge impact. Yes. And I do agree. It's a personal choice. I just know I'm talking about a very select segment.
No, I get it.
Yes.
I get it. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Eric Geisler, Angie Blankenship, and the other one.
Yes.
I don't remember the other one anymore, but I remember there was 3 of them. Marty Rathbun.
Tommy Davis.
Yes.
Yes.
Tommy Davis has a Sea Org tattoo.
Come on.
He is.
Come on. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Fake Navy Davy doll photo contest. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to say we spent a lot of time throwing this together, but we didn't get that many photos, and I didn't see one on social media. No one
we didn't
tagged
post
me.
them on social media. So
No,
we'll
but
get
no one
better.
tagged me on any that they posted.
Yes. Okay.
Or if they did, I didn't see them.
Okay. So we're gonna streamline.
Yeah, we'll figure that part out. But we did pick some that we liked from the ones that we were sent. And you got to send them. You got to go to Blown for Good. And you got to go to the contact us page. And that's where you can send us the photo.
Yes.
To make sure that we see it.
Which a bunch of people did. And these were the best of the ones we received.
These were the finalists that we picked.
Oh, Kaz said she tagged one. So we apologize.
Sorry.
We'll get better.
I didn't see
administration
it.
of this.
I looked. I didn't see it.
We've had a lot going on. So our bad.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We have one that the ones we get sent.
Yeah.
We pick my favorite one, your favorite one.
Yes.
And then whatever the one that's shared on social media gets the most reach or likes or retweets or whatever, depending on where you do it.
Yes.
Tag the Blown for Good page. I think we have an account on everything. Insta, Facebook, Twitter, X, everything.
Yep.
Most of everything. Okay. The big ones. Okay. And then we'll see which one gets the most likes or retweets or shares. And then that we'll pick from those which one is the best. If there's one that's more than all the rest, then it's the winner.
Yeah. And then probably mid-December, we can do the best of the best. Like of
Sure.
all the photos we've received leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll do the best of the best.
Okay, good.
Apostate Alex
Don't
says,
forget to
Don't
tag
forget to
David.
tag David Miscavige too. Boom. Thank you, Alex.
That's funny.
that is funny.
Okay, so yeah, this is how it goes. Fan favorite, most shared or liked. Claire favorite, Mark favorite. Whoever that wins those gets Leah bobblehead. Okay.
Okay, this one was my favorite.
LOL.
Davey, LOL. I beat my staff.
That's it. Claire liked that one. That
Because
really
it rings true.
that
Because
really-
it is 100% true.
really
David
hit Claire in the
Miscavige
feels on that one.
Beats his staff with his
Postulating
dumbass
for that
face.
Postulating for that doll.
There you go. Coffee milk. Dude.
Okay.
Nice.
What thumb drive is missing?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I like this one.
Apostate Alex says with the hashtag alarm and distress. I
Alarm
like
and
that.
distress.
Yes, there we
Now,
go.
this is just Apostate Alex hijacking this thing for his own enjoyment.
Go, Alex.
Okay. Chewy Toy Davy. Okay. Now, this is good. People thought I was joking around. We really do
were not.
marinate. You can marinate a Davy doll. Look at how good I am with my positioning. See, I got a Claire angle.
Oh, hey, don't cover my face.
And then I got a me angle. Look at that. It's a twofer. Anyway, you marinate one of these in you can do it in an hour or you can do it overnight. You get a gallon Ziploc bag. You marinate a little Davy doll with some catnip.
What's the name of our catnip?
It's called Cat Crack.
Cat Crack.
You can buy it on
That's right.
Amazon. And those cats.
It's special Colorado version of.
It really is. These
they go
cats.
bonkers. Like literally, the moment you unscrew the lid,
They just
they're
start.
like, boom. They're there.
Anyway.
They're on it. They're like, did somebody say cat crack?
So you put this guy. You marinate a little Davy doll with, I'd say maybe, let's say a tablespoon.
Yeah. easy
Tablespoon
peasy.
of cat crack
You know,
off Amazon.
you can- whatever
We
you
should
can-
list that in our
whatever you can
products. We
afford.
might sell a lot of cat crack. I'll see if I can put it up in the products on the video. But either way,
I know an idea.
I know an idea. That's what
I have
our
a
little
great
kids used
idea.
to say. Yeah.
We can make a package that goes with this. That's called fake Navy gravy.
Sounds like more merch stuff for me to make and send out.
Come on.
Anyway,
best.
if you do that and you give this guy to your cats will do everything that's photogenic with little Davy, fake Navy Davy here. Okay, now we also did have some honorable mentions, which is this is a great one. This Davy doll he's trying to save his files from being David Miscavige's files from being taken, and the little fake Navy doll is literally clinging to the last moment before the FBI open the drawer and get the files out.
Like, not my files.
And then there's another chew toy just hanging with the dog and the cat.
And the best is the look on the cat's face, and the dog's like, back it off, honey
Yeah,
buns.
this is my Davy doll.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
we
my gosh, this is the best.
have Clara doing an operation.
Operation
I
Big
thought
Baby.
I thought she was doing some kind of voodoo magic man, but that's not what it was. She was
You said voodoo magic
Voodoo
man?
Magic Man. Bakenbol. Voodoo Magic Man. If you know what movie that's from, put it in the comments and I will be amazed.
Okay, there you go.
Bakenbol. Voodoo Magic Man. Okay. Still Me. Oh, thanks for that. Still Me had a good comment too. And then oh my God, we're getting silver. We're getting stickers
Wow,
and
thank you,
super
Coffee
chats.
Milk Dude.
We haven't done that in a long time. We appreciate you guys doing that. But
thank you.
now I think we might have to start doing longer videos again.
Oh, hold on.
We are doing a double what we normally do.
Hold on.
All of Me.
I don't know what that is.
Voodoo Magic Man.
That's what I was wondering if that was the answer to. That was All of Me?
Oof, I have to look. Voodoo Magic Man. It might be two different movies and I'm putting them in the same thing.
Okay.
Bakenbol and Voodoo Magic Man.
Meaning you're altering.
I could be doing two separate movies and they already got both of them.
Wow.
That's pretty good, guys. I think.
Oh, here we go. Tracy says.
Trading Places. I'm pretty sure Bakenbol is Trading Places.
Yeah.
And Voodoo Magic Man is another one. Anyway, Japan and Green Gables. Did you put that up or did I put that up?
I put that up.
What was the first Depeche Mode concert after escaping like? It was pretty amazing. We actually went when Claire was pregnant.
Yes. I was like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And it was in LA.
Yeah.
And
it was at the Staples Center.
Yes, it was.
And it was an amazing show. It was 2005? Or 2006?
I want to say it was the beginning of 2006.
Yes.
Like January 2006.
It was a good concert. Yeah. So anyway, our firstborn, for those of you who don't know, our family has a giant Depeche Mode Easter egg. Our first son is actually, his name is Kaliad.
And he goes by Kale for
He goes by Kale, but Kaliad is a B-side of Policy of Truth.
Yep.
And I told Claire, no matter what, that first kid's getting named Kaliad. It can be a girl, it can be a gal. It's getting Kaliad. It's going to be its shing name. And we had a boy, and it was Kaliad, and it's awesome. And he's a huge Depeche Mode fan now.
He is.
He wasn't, but now he is. And it is kind of like his name is a Depeche Mode song.
He's had a few teachers over the years that were huge Depeche Mode fans.
Yeah, and when he said his name was Kaliad, they were just like... Yeah, he's gotten some good brownie points for that. Okay.
Hold on. Let me put this up. It looks like...
Prizes. Mike Render, Leah Remini bobblehead. Thank you, everyone. He knows he's too cute. He's a mixed breed. Cairn Terrier and Pomeranian. He's probably spoiled, but you can be spoiled if you deserve it. Oh, this is the bird right here. The dog. The bird.
I thought it was the other one. There we go. That one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Bronwyn, you won.
Yay! Congratulations.
So you're getting a Leah or Mike bobblehead. You get to pick. And LOL, I beat my staff. You won. You're getting a Leah or Mike bobblehead. You get to take your pick.
Yep.
Email Claire at blownforgood.com and she will send you a link and you just basically place the order and it just gets sent to you. You're good to go.
And we'll do a draw for today for anyone who has commented.
We're going to do a giveaway as well.
Yes, because we're going to keep this.
The generosity is just is outstanding. This is an onslaught of extreme generosity. We're doing it. I'm going to hit the button.
Okay.
Okay. Now remember, disclaimer, we didn't build this tool. We didn't program this tool. We have no influence over this tool. It is the StreamYard giveaway tool. You go on, you say which stream, it takes any comment, any person who's commented, and it just selects. You just get, as soon as you comment, you're entered in to win. There may have been 500 comments, but 120 different people made those comments, and then I draw, and then it does all the work. I see, you just saw my name up there.
Yep.
But I'm not doing this. Oh, Japan and Green Gables. Oh, Dr. X. Oh, Rose. Oh, buckwheat.
Boom.
Buckwheat.
Congratulations.
That's
You
two
are
Eddie
the
Murphy
winner.
references in one show, Trading Places and Buckwheat.
Nice. There you go.
I just told an Eddie Murphy story yesterday, too, about when I got beat up in school.
Oh, yeah.
I told an Eddie Murphy joke, and I was on the wrong part of the joke.
Yes, you were. You were.
If anybody knows
the receiving
Eddie
end instead of
Murphy's
giving out
early
punishment.
albums, I played the part of the kid that said the thing, because I said the thing, and then I got beat up, just like the kid in the joke did.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy
There you
told.
go. Buckwheat, send me an email, claire@blownforgood.com with your address, and we will get you a fake Navy Davy doll that does not cause alarm and distress.
Yep. Should we do a few more questions, or
Sure.
should we call it? I mean, I'm having
let's-
fun. We're here.
Yeah, we're good.
We're not always come down here.
Yeah, we don't always have we usually have a
Rest in Charlie
heart
Murphy.
out.
Yes. Rest in peace,
best
Charlie Murphy.
storyteller ever.
Congratulations, buckwheat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do see what they're talking about now that I can see all that your Davy collection there behind your laptop. It's a little
Well, yeah.
concerning.
I tried to make see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, but, you know, Davy's not the most skilled. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just he can do
Yeah.
what he can do.
Yep. There you go.
Right. Okay. Yeah, congratulations to all the people that got something. I'm looking for questions now, and I'm going back up. We've been yipping and yapping and doing a lot
Hold on. I'll look for some.
if you have a question, put it in there, and we'll get to it. Oh, actually, sorry, there's 56 starred. But most of these are people. I am going to do a new thing at the end of the video. Like, watch, I'll show you something, guys. If I put up comments, you can see them now live. So if somebody makes a comment now, it should show right up on the, there you go. So for the end of the video, I'm just going to put it on like this. And so if you post something, it'll be up. That way I don't have to go to different ones. You'll just see it, and it'll just be on the screen. How about that?
Here we go. Yep.
Technology.
Okay, here, I'm pulling up a comment. Phil Jones says, you know what you need to do. Is there standard line? I've been fed that also. Yeah, that's in reference to,
Yeah.
You know what you need to do.
Yeah.
To
And they also
be able
don't.
to get your family back.
That's
or be
right.
Able to talk to them. Or
In our
any of that.
emails, it's pretty spelled out, pretty clear.
It is.
They absolutely had told your family that you can't talk to us.
Yeah.
What now?
Sorry. Phil says, after your stuff was in the truck, did they declare the truck suppressive? That's a good
This is
one.
a suppressive truck. It's got to go.
Oh my God.
Anyway, yeah, in our emails, it's pretty clear that they absolutely do make your people disconnect from you. They
Yeah.
don't give you a choice.
Yep.
And even if the person is confused or doesn't want to do it, they're basically like, if you don't do it, you're going to be declared a suppressive person too, and then you're going to be out.
Yep.
Anyway, it's a bummer, guys. We're fighting it. We're trying to tell you as many stories as we can, and we're also trying to do it in a semi-entertaining way,
Yep.
so that it's
That's our hope anyway.
digestible, and then you get it. It's not like we're making all this shit up. We got the receipts all over the place, and we've been giving them. We've given all this stuff to the FBI, even the FBI, even the FBI agents. When we showed them this list, the key thing that was important to them that was on the list was the passport.
Yep.
Was the birth certificate.
Yep.
Was the marriage license. Was all your legal documents. They had been holding on to those.
And just the volume of our belongings that they held on to for 3
Yes.
months after we'd escaped.
And that they took out all the pictures.
Yes.
And they basically destroyed any evidence we would have had
Yep.
by going through all of our stuff and stripping it of any evidence that we had.
Yeah.
So,
And yet still there was like a thank you note from David Miscavige that slipped through because
did I ever say that we had that birthday video? The birthday video of Tom Cruise and David Miscavige on the Free Wins? That, now there's two versions of this story.
Yep.
Because we had a CD that was the birthday party that Tom Cruise had on the Free Wins
Yes.
that they gave to us. Now, it was stuck to an Enya CD
Right.
that they gave us. It was one of those CDs that's on there.
Yep.
Well, it was the shiny side that was stuck to. No, it was the label side that was stuck to some music CD. And so it said Enya or whatever it said. And then on the other side, it was silver. But because they had printed a custom label on this Tom Cruise birthday DVD, it was stuck to the Enya DVD.
Yeah.
So unless you put it in the CD player, you wouldn't have known it was a Tom Cruise birthday DVD.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, they sent that to us.
They did.
And then I think I did a Spy Files about this, actually, now that I think of it.
Did you? I don't
I
know
did.
that.
It's in one of the
we'll
Spy
take a
Files.
look.
Because Mike was trying to talk to whatever TV station I was trying to.
They had drafted a lawsuit.
Yeah, they had a whole lawsuit drawn up and all that stuff. Anyway, there's a video of Tom Cruise dancing the fool, and a whole bunch of musicians.
Japan of Green Gables says, I can't imagine David Miscavige listening to any. Yeah, not his jam. Mind you, I don't know, you'd be surprised.
Somebody said
Warren McShane's jam was
sounds like it's super likely they sent the USB. I never even thought about that, but you're right. They might have sent that USB. It might have just pushed it off the ironing board into one of those boxes.
It was one of the nights when Chelsea had been up all night trying to get this done. And
That
she
would
was
be
just
so
exhausted.
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a video on the internet somewhere of Tom Cruise dancing around on the free ones, and David Miscavige and Shelley Miscavige are in the front row, and Larice is there, and all the fuddy-duddies are there, and Ron Miscavige is playing trumpet, and they did the Mission Impossible guitar Scientology remix and all that stuff.
Yep.
Did we freeze the bees? It looks like we're going out up there.
We did freeze.
We did. Oh, there we go. We're fine. We'll figure it out. Guys.
Osa was starting to panic about too much USB stick talk.
Okay, this is so funny you say this.
Question: does any Scientologist see David Miscavige anymore?
I don't think they do. I think if he's at an event, they might see him, but I
Yeah.
think other than that, he is laying low.
Yep.
I'm going to do a stream with Alex. When am I doing that?
Next Wednesday.
I think I'm going to do a stream on Alex,
So-
Apostate Alex's channel.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the IAS events. I'm going to tell you guys.
It's on this coming Wednesday, October 8th.
I'm going to tell you guys all kinds of David Miscavige crazy IAS stories and things that happened at events and people that got sent to the RPF for films not playing the way, all that stuff of all the IAS and the tents and the thises and the thatses. Okay. Alpostex, yes, Wednesday. I can't wait. Okay, good. Yeah, hopefully I don't know if we're doing it live. I don't know what we're doing it. It's going to be on Alex's channel. Yeah. And Alex can tell you what time because I don't know. It's whatever time Alex wants to do it. I'm doing it on his schedule.
It's down for.
To be fair though, it's going to be in the day for me,
2
no
p.m.
matter what.
We have it on. I have it on our calendar for 2 p.m.
Yes. Okay. I say we do a few last questions and then we wrap it up.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Sure. Japan and Green Gables.
Question. I remember hearing that Jesse Prince as Vicky Asnaran's second in command. Claire, did you ultimately get his old post when you were in RTC? Also, love the story about Jesse and Mark's book. Yeah, it was a different organizing structure, so different positions. My position was internal executive, which meant
No. I think for a while Jesse Prince was in correction.
ABC.
He was in ABC, and he was the DIR correction.
Yes. So he probably was. I haven't actually asked Jesse that. I can ping him.
I'm pretty sure he was in that department.
We probably had the same. And yes, Apostate Alex says yes, 2 p.m. Mountain Time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
All right, Auntie M, you could FOIA the stop report if you know the date, location, and approximate time. Yeah, that's
that would be
a really
amazing.
good idea.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
That's on your list.
All right, great.
It's on your list.
Thank you, Auntie M.
Yeah.
I'll get on it.
It's on Claire's list.
Yes, it's on my list.
Maybe it'll get done, but if it is, it's gonna get done by her.
You're cruising for a bruise and stop at night.
Whatever Claire says
Coffee
is true.
Milk Dude, whatever Claire says is true. Why, thank you. Yay.
Yeah. Claire, your flashlight is on your phone.
Oh,
that's
look at
awesome.
that.
You got
That
remote old fogied.
That is hilarious. No, not
sir,
old fogey.
ma'am, your phone's on.
Auntie M, thank you. I turned it off now. So.
Question, any updates on the base you can share? I drove past it not too long ago. Okay, this is a great last question to end on. From what we've heard, they basically shut down the whole place because this is the problem with the base. They were making things that they were selling.
Yep.
And they were living on the same property where they were making the things.
Yep.
If you work somewhere and you make something that your boss sells and you can't leave, that's a huge indicator that human trafficking is taking place. Mm-hmm. And so during our lawsuit and during the FBI investigation, they shut down everything that gets done at the base. They no longer produce anything that gets sold there. And they moved all of the media productions to Los Angeles.
Yep.
And they basically made it so the people that are there are doing like film restoration and they're basically doing busy work nobody cares about. And they can't go anywhere. They can't make anything. And we have heard that hundreds of people have escaped. They've either escaped by having kids or they escaped by just leaving or something or other, they managed to get out. Now, a great majority of those people have also signed these deals, or they set them up with websites and resumes and hooked them up with rich Scientologists to work for in their
including people that tried to break out through the gate,
including
have,
people
like,
that we know for fact tried to escape at least on 2 prior occasions.
Yes.
And those people were allowed to make a deal and escape.
Yep.
And a lot of these are couples.
Yep.
They could have gotten pregnant. They could have done a lot of different things, but whichever way it worked out, they were able to get out, and they were given jobs, and they were hooked up with deals, and they got to see their families, their Scientologist families, and everything in Scientology is perfect. And that's why they tried to escape twice before they finally ended up somehow making a deal and getting out. So I count that as a win on our end, that they were able to get out, and then they got a better deal because they knew they could be a problem if they stuck together and made a problem.
Yep.
Either way, they got out and they're living their lives.
Yes.
Whether they're still under Scientology's control and they're never going to say anything, the jury's still out. Who knows? Maybe they'll come forward and they'll light up Scientology and they'll tell them everything they know. Because if they do that, it's not going to break any of the agreements, because it is illegal for you to sign an agreement that says you won't tell about somebody who's breaking the law or committing a crime or committing a felony or a misdemeanor or whatever. You can say that all you want, and no NDA can protect that. And that's the reason why we've always not been worried about legally what Scientology is going to be able to do to us, because as long as we tell the truth, and almost all the things that happened, we have people that know that the same thing happened, or they were there, or whatever. So we're kind of covered. As long as we tell the truth, we'll be fine. Question: why do you think Scientology didn't go after Nixium or sue them for squirreling the tech? I don't really think they even thought Nixium was even a thing that they cared about. We weren't there when the Nixium thing kind of hatched up. But also, the guy kind of just read, it's funny, the guy read Scientology and then he kind of rebranded it to make it his own thing. He kept a lot of the same concepts and the things. He just named them different things. But that's essentially what Hubbard did anyway.
Right.
He copied other people's stuff and then just rebranded it. So kind of the Nixium guy did exactly what Hubbard did. So it's sort of like, you can't say this guy's a bad guy because that's the same thing Hubbard did. Anyway, I don't know.
I wanted to cover this one. Lillian says, will there be a follow-up show on Surge?
Short.
Yeah.
We could do one. I just talked to Surge today.
Yeah.
Well, he sent me a message.
Surge is doing great. He is now in a really good program that is helping him to get life skills and so forth. He's doing great with that. And Mark and I are bringing him out here for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's going to come for Thanksgiving. It's going to be a blast.
Luckily, Mark travels a lot, so we're using his points to fly Surge out to spend Thanksgiving with us. So there you go.
Awesome, guys. I think we covered it all today. We did a little bit of a longer episode. So those of you on the podcast, hopefully you still will stick with us. You know, I want to say, I got an email from the podcast place that we were in the top 5% of podcasts. And we are now in the top 3% of podcasts.
Boom.
And I think if we get like 100 more downloads a week, we'll be in the top 1%. That's how close we are from 3% to being in the top. That being said, there are like 50,000 podcasts. So still, we're not in the top 100 or top 10, but we are in the top 1%.
So
or
thank
the top
you
3.
all for listening and supporting.
Yes, we appreciate it.
We would not continue to do this work without you being here. So, I mean, we probably would, but it would be kind of quiet if we were just sitting here talking to ourselves, right?
It is. It's sometimes I wonder. I'm like, you know.
So thank you for tuning in and making it worth it to us.
And you know what's really funny? You know what video gets the most views on our channel?
What?
It's a 30-second clip of Tom Cruise and David Miscavige at that birthday party.
Yeah, there you go.
That gets more views than anything on our channel.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. You want to see Tom Cruise for 30 seconds, so you can't listen to me for fucking more than 10. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you.
We're good. We're still here.
At least we found out that Claire had her flashlight on, so thanks for that. Appreciate that. Would have been silly.
Boom.
Thank you for watching, guys. There's an end.
Thank you, Auntie M. Thank you for the list
thanks
of
for all the guys
tasks I now need to do.
Thanks for all the guys that send super stickers and super chats. We appreciate it. It's very generous of you. Oh, I got to put this one. There you go. Thank you, guys. Betsy C just squeezed that one in at the last second. Okay, I'm going to put these comments on. And so when the end thing is playing, if you have a comment, You're going to see it.
Yes.
It'll be there. It might not be as big, but it'll be there.
Yep.
Until next time. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store link in the description. We have Hail Xenu, Xenu is my homeboy, and BFG branded mouse pads, shirts, mugs, all sorts of other stuff in there that helps us to bring you new content on a regular basis. You can also pick up a copy of my book, Blown for Good, Behind the Iron Curtain of Scientology, in hardback, Kindle, and Audible versions as well. There's also a link to our podcast, and you can get that on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to watch another video, you can click on this link right here, or you can click on this one here, or you can click on the subscribe button right here. Thanks a lot. Until next time.